Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to King's Quest 3. Alright, we still have some more spells to create, but first of all, we've got dough in ears. It's difficult to look inside your own ears, but as best you remember, the pieces of dough have tiny bits of feather, snake scales, and fur sticking out of them. Alright, let's go ahead and create another spell. Let's go ahead and turn to page CLXIX. With trembling hands, you turn the pages of the Sorcery of Old and prepare to follow its instructions precisely. You know you must work with the utmost care. Every step is critical. Each must be done in the proper way, in the proper sequence. You tremble in anticipation. All right, let's cut the cactus with a knife. Using your kitchen carving knife, you cut a gash in the small cactus. Juice begins to drip. Let's see. Squeeze cactus juice on spoon. Juice on spoon. Grabbing one of the measuring spoons from the oaken table, you grasp the slit cactus in your hand and squeeze it until you have a spoonful of cactus juice. The small cactus is quite devoid of liquid now, so you toss it away. Alright, next we want to put the cactus juice in bowl. You carefully add the spoonful of cactus juice to the bowl. Put the lard in the bowl. You scrape the lard into the mixing bowl and keep the now empty jar nearby to store your finished formula. Let's see. Add 2 drops of toad spittle. You cautiously pour the 2 drops of toad spittle into the bowl. Let's see. Stir the mixture with a spoon. And let's actually take a quick save here. Using one of the stirrers lying on the table, you mix the lard, cactus juice, and toad spittle until it is smooth and blended. Cactus, plant, and horny toad. Screw it. A strange feeling comes over you. You wonder if you could have made a mistake. Oh dear, I, apparently have become invisible. Gwydion! Oh, Gwydion! What, Gwydion? Where? Oh, darn. Let's go ahead and restore. Should have done that before I did that. Oh, well. Alright. Stir the mixture with a spoon. There we go. Now, cactus, plant, and horny toad. Well, that toad should get laid. I now start down a dangerous road. Combine with fire and mist to make excuse me disappear without a trace. Let's see. Wave magic wand. You wave the magic wand. Put ointment in empty lard jar. Oops. Lard jar. You scoop the invisibility ointment out of the clay bowl and return it to the lard jar. Successfully completing the spell, you again look at the wizard's laboratory. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to make the next spell. Alrighty, let's see. Turn to page 14. Alright, let's grind the acorns in a mortar. Excuse me. Putting the dried acorns into the stone mortar, you use the pestle to grind them into a rough acorn powder. Put acorn powder in bowl. Turning the heavy stone mortar upside down, you carefully pour the acorn powder into the bowl, then return the mortar to the table. Put Nightshade Juice in bowl. You very carefully pour a cupful of Nightshade Juice into the clay bowl so as not to spill a single drop. There's an extra 2 in there. Let's see. Stir mixture with spoon. I hope you watched the... Oops. There is now an ugly brown mealy liquid mixture in the bowl. Stir mixture with a spoon. I hope you washed that after the last spell. You gently stir the unappetizing liquid. Let's go ahead and light charcoal brazier. Making sure there is fresh charcoal in the brazier, there is a small supply here, you light it with the flint. Soon the brazier is hot. Let's see. Heat mixture on brazier. You gingerly place the clay bowl of ugly brown liquid on the charcoal brazier. Soon the hot brazier brings the mixture to a bubble, then a boil, releasing a bitter-smelling steam. Smells good. I hope that nightshade isn't poisonous when evaporated. You let it boil until the nightshade juice is nearly gone, then remove it from the brazier. Spread the mixture on the table. You pour the bowl's contents onto the oaken table, then spread the hot, sticky mixture over the tabletop. In a few minutes, it is dried to a powder, very crumbly, coarse sleeping powder. Oh, crap. Well, maybe I'll have an opportunity after this, I suppose. Acorn powder ground so fine. Nightshade juice like bitter wine. That's pretty bad wine. Silently in darkness you creep. To bring a soporific sleep. You know that's redundant. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Temp 2. And exit. How can you do that? A strange feeling comes over you. You wonder if you could have made a mistake. And I fall asleep forever. Night-night, Gwydion. Alright. Wave, magic, wand. You pass the magic wand over the table. Put sleep powder in the pouch. You untie the small leather pouch, scoop the powder from the table, and place it within. You now have a pouch full of sleep powder. Fantastic. Let's see. We've got a, one more spell to do. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's one more spell. We've got another spell to do. Turn to page LXXXIV. Alright, let's put cup of ocean water in bowl. Carefully pour the cup of ocean water into the mixing bowl. Light charcoal brazier. It is already burning. Oh, that's good. Heat the bowl on the brazier. Being cautious not to burn yourself, you gently place the bowl of ocean water on the hot charcoal brazier. You watch as the salt water slowly warms, then begins to steam. You remove it just before it boils. Put spoon of mud in bowl. Adding a spoonful of mud to the hot ocean water, you slowly stir the mixture. The mud turns the water a cloudy brown. Add pinch of toadstool powder. Not oadstool. Toadstool powder. You put just a pinch of toadstool powder in the bowl of hot brown liquid. That doesn't sound good. Blow into... Well, actually, let's save it. Blow into the hot brew. Leaning over the hot brew, you forcefully blow your longest breath of air into the bowl, whirling the brew around and around. Is this good enough? A strange feeling comes over you. You wonder if you could have made a mistake. Aw, poor Gwydion is so sad. There's no silver lining in this cloud, Gwydion. Alright, let's go ahead and restore. Alright, blow into the hot brew. Alright, now let's go ahead and recite elements from the earth and sea. Combine to set the heavens free. When I stir this magic brew, great God Thor, I call on you. How do we know about Thor? And wave magic wand. You wave the magic wand over the bowl of hot brown liquid. Pour storm brew in jar. Waiting until the liquid has cooled, you carefully pour the storm brew into the empty glass jar. Alright, before we finish, let's take a quick look. I believe that is it. Successfully completing the spell, you again look at the wizard's laboratory. Well, let's take a look at what we've got. Alright, we've got a thimble. The little thimble is fashioned of bright, gleaming silver. Let's see, we've got a storm brew. The dirty brown storm brew sloshes around in the half-filled glass jar. Let's see, invisibility ointment. The jar of invisibility ointment is nearly full of a thick, oily substance. Let's see. I believe we've already looked at the magic rose essence. Let's look at the sleep powder. The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured. Alright, now we can, let's actually, take a quick save again. Save it as temp 4. Now, I believe we have another time limit, that we're faced, and hopefully I have not screwed it up. Cat doesn't say anything. Let's go ahead and leave. You open the front door of the house and go outside. Let's go ahead and listen to the chickens. Listen to chickens. Shh, if you're quiet, perhaps you'll hear them. I think we kind of have to just wait. Come on. Speak up, birds. Do they not say anything? I know they can say stuff. Alright, well, screw that then. Let's go into the desert, because I know that there are some animals that can appear. So we want to try and listen to some of the animals. Alright, the snake decided to leave. Maybe the snake doesn't say anything. Hey there, Medusa. How's it going? Look, Medusa. Even as a statue, Medusa is indescribably ugly. Oh, one of the lizards just left. Is the other one going to say anything? Nope. And so it was already on the fastest. Whoop. You gonna talk? Talk. I've got the dough in my ears. Wonder if they only say something if you haven't killed, if you haven't turned Mananan into a cat yet. Squirrels?
That boy over there lives with the terrible wizard, one scampering squirrel remarks to his companion. How awful for him, says the other squirrel. I wonder how he can stand it.
Comments the first.
I bet he can't. He ought to learn magic. He's got to fight fire with fire.
I have learned magic. Oh, hey, bandits. Snake says nothing. Snake says nothing. Oops. Our birds, say something. Birds. 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 Speak! I command thee! Why you no speak? Talk to birds. Funny, no response. Oh dear, you have annoyed Mama Bear by trampling through her precious flowers. Ow. I wonder if these squirrels will say anything. You notice one squirrel chattering to the other squirrel.
See that young man over there?
Yes, what about him? The second one inquires.
Poor thing, he doesn't even know who his parents are, says the first squirrel.
Asks the other, well, who are they?
He's really a prince. His parents are King Graham and Queen Valanis of Daventry, replies the first.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying. There's nothing here. Alright, little squirrels. Oh, well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and restore back here. And that's about it for the episode anyway. So generally the little animals will say various things like, about your past, hints and tips and stuff like that. Nothing like game-changing, but I at least got to see some of it. The chickens will actually only complain, apparently. And I have seen them do that before, but I don't know, for some reason they didn't want to do that. I suppose we could give it one more try. And as far as I know, the cats never say anything. I guess probably because you never see two of them at the same time. Alright, chickens, you gonna say anything? I'll give you one last chance. I don't think they're gonna say anything. Alright, well, let's go ahead and call this an episode. In the next one, we will see about leaving Ludor and going someplace else. See you then, everyone.